So let's now discuss sensitivity analysis of CVP results. So before we proceed, we have to understand the concept of margin of safety, which is the excess of actual or planned sales over break-even point. No? So yung excess ng iyong actual or planned sales over break-even point, yan po yung margin of safety. It can be expressed as a ratio, margin of safety divided by actual or planned sales. So let's have problem 9 as shown on page 116. So there's a budget there for next year. So ito siya. So first requirement is determine the budgeted sales volume in units. So let's start. So yung budgeted net income, no? I-divide natin sa profit per unit para makuha natin yung budgeted sales in unit. So we substitute 875,000 yung target net income divided by profit per unit. So ang ginawa natin, 50 pesos selling price less yung lahat ng cost, 1675 tsaka 2450. So, the budgeted sales in units is 100,000 units. Requirement 2, margin of safety in pesos and in percentage. So we compute first for the contribution margin at break-even point. So that's 0, no? Kasi yun yung target net income, yun yung kasi ang kino-compute natin dito is break-even point, no? Kasi hindi naman natin ma-compute yung margin of safety na wala kang break-even point, ano? So let's compute for the target contribution margin at break-even point. So 0 na profit plus fixed cost. So, ang fixed cost, total compute natin using yung given niya dito na 2450 fixed cost per unit times the number of units planned to be sold na 100,000 units, no? So, yung nasold natin kanina, no? So, ang contribution margin natin at break-even point is 2,450,000. Okay? So again, paano siya na-compute? So, syempre, pagka ikaw ay break-even point, net income is 0 plus fixed cost. So yung fixed cost, kinuha natin dito sa given, 2,450 times yung nakuha nating planned sales volume next year na 100,000. Okay, so contribution margin at break-even point is 2,450,000. Break-even point in units, yung na-compute nating contribution margin at break-even point na 2,450,000 ay i-divide natin sa contribution margin per unit. So that's 50 pesos selling price less variable cost of 1675. So that will give you the break-even point in units, 73,685. Margin of safety in units. So, di ba yung planned sales is 100,000 units less, yung na-compute nating break-even point, 73,685. So, ang margin of safety in units is 26,315. Margin of safety in pesos, yung units na na-compute mo, 26,315, multiply mo lang sa selling price per unit, which is 50 pesos. So, margin of safety in pesos is 1,315,750. Margin of safety ratio, yung na-compute natin na 1,315,750 ay i-divide natin sa related niya na sales, no? Which is 50 pesos times 100,000. So, yun. So, ang sagot natin, margin of safety ratio is 26.32%. So, let's now talk about operating leverage. So, operating leverage is the ratio of contribution margin to profit. So, the operating leverage measures the impact of change in sales to net income or profit. So ano yung magiging epekto ng a certain percentage increase in sales? Ano yung magiging epekto niya sa net income or profit? So let's study problem 10, which is shown on page 118 of your book. So this is the information given there. So before we proceed, let us note na yung dalawang company na kukumputa natin ang leverage, no, operating leverage, pareho sila ng amount of sales at saka net income, pero magkaiba yung cost structure. Look at their variable cost at fixed cost. Diba? So magkaiba. So let us compute for the DOL or degree of operating leverage for the two companies. So, yan po ay nakukompute using yung contribution margin divided by net income. So for company A, contribution margin of 40,000 divided by net income of 10,000. So level of operating leverage is 4. For letter B, 70,000. Contribution margin divided by net income of 10,000. So 7, no? So walang unit yan kasi degree of operating leverage yan. So, anong ibig sabihin nito, no? Magkaiba sila ng a degree of operating leverage. This means si company B na mas malaki yung degree of operating leverage will have a bigger percentage increase in profit given the same percentage increase in sales. So, para ma-verify ito, let us assume, no, na yung increase in sales is 10%. So, we produced here, no, yung income statement ng dalawang company. Ipinasok natin dun sa plus columns, no, meron kang makita dyan A plus, B plus, yung 10% increase. So, para kay A, so pag nag-increase ka ng 10% sa sales, susunod si variable cost as the contribution margin. So, as shown there. So, meron siyang net income na 14,000. Si B naman, 110,000 yung sales niya. Tapos, nag-increase siya ng 10%. So, susunod yung variable cost at contribution margin. So, we ended up with 17,000 net income for company B. So, kung titingnan mo yung percentage niya, si company A, now from 10,000 to 14,000, so 40% increase in profit. Si company B, from 10 to 17,000, that's a 70% increase in profit. So, kino-confirm nito yung sinasabi natin kanina na dahil mas malaki yung DOL ni B, mas malaki yung percentage increase niya dun sa net income kapag nagkaroon ng increase sa sales. So, shortcut, the percent increase in profit, no, yan yung 40 tsaka 70, may be computed using the formula percent increase in sales times degree of operating leverage. So, i-apply natin dun sa dalawang company. For company A, so meron kang increase sa sales na 10%, so that will also be the increase in contribution margin. So, times the degree of operating leverage, which is 4. So, ibig sabihin, ang degree of operating leverage niya is 40%, si company A. Si company B, no, yung kanyang sorry, no, yung company A 40%, hindi po yung degree of operating leverage. Yung po yung percent increase in profit. Sorry. Then si company B, ganun din, yung percent increase in sales, which is also the percent increase in contribution margin, 10%, multiply mo lang nung kanyang degree of operating leverage, which is 7. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging percent increase niya in profit is 70%. So, ito yung shortcut, ano? So, yung multiply the percent increase in sales by the degree of operating leverage of the company to get the percent increase in profit. So this ends our discussion for chapter 4, and I will be leaving you with this quote from Emil Nold. Clever people master life, the wise illuminate it and create fresh difficulties. Thank you for your attention.